machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms. For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
Hello. It is that time of the week again. It is Thursday evening at 6:30. So it is me back on Leicester Fan TV. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. So say hello. Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, Jordan Ayew is about to become a Leicester City player. Let me know your thoughts on that. I want to talk about that. Obviously, we've got the Fulham game as well to have a little chat about. But let's start off with the Ayew chat. Are you serious? Are you serious? Does it work? I don't know. But yeah, this is your Fan Zone show on this Thursday. Let's get straight into it. Already 35 people here. Drop a like on the video, hit subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, and more importantly, let me know in the comments what you think to Jordan Ayew joining Leicester City this summer. Matty Bond's here already. All right, Locks. All right, team Matty. Hope you're doing well, mate. I don't know if you're still in Mallorca, but how was it? How was seeing Jamie? How was it? Hello, buddy. Jordan Ayew to Leicester City brings in much needed experience, I'm guessing. Well, you hope that's what it is, because and depth, obviously. I mean, you don't want it to be a sign-in based off him starting, because I don't think any of us want Jordan Ayew to be the starter this season. I don't think he will be. I'm just deep in that. You know, he's not. Jordan Ayew will not be starting games for Leicester City this season regularly, obviously. I didn't really know how to react to it. We'll get into all of it. Joe Wright says, not too fussed about getting him in, as I think he will be a good squad player. However, I do think price tag is well off the mark. That I think we can all agree on. Scott says, are we going into the same era as when Nigel Pearson was in charge? Seemed to be getting Premier League relics in the club. Were any of them as old as Ayew, though, Scott? Were any of them 33? I mean, he's 32, but he's going to be 33 next month. Were any of them as old as Ayew? Let's have a think about that. Is he a striker or a winger? He's both, Andy. He's both. Nicholas, anyone? Yeah, let us know, guys, if you've or anyone who's older, anyone who's an old grandpa or whatever. I know Matty Bond is. I'm joking, Matty. Nicholas says, also anyone else get their GCSEs? Let us know how you did. But remember, they're not. Should I be saying this? Well, yeah. It's not all that matters. GCSEs don't matter one bit. I get paid more than some people I know who did very well in their GCSEs, and they, and I didn't do very well. So there you go. I think it was a famous quote from Jeremy Clarkson that once said, I got 5 U's in my GCSEs and I'm now a multimillionaire, or something along those lines. So you need to remember that. 8 million for a squad player. That's the problem. Pants pulled down on this one. We all love getting a pants pulled down, though, John, don't we, mate? Not by Rodkin, though, or not by Palace. Desperation, but proves me wrong. Hallox, I can't say that I'm thrilled about it, but at least he knows the Premier League. Whoever Leicester sign you are not happy people. If you don't like it, you know what to do. Well, Andreas, I think that's a very, very silly thing to say, my friend. Come on. Very, very silly. We can be disappointed in things. It's, in my opinion, it's okay if we then go and get someone who's better as well. Because in Steve Cooper's press conference, he says that he wants two more people, 2 more signings attacking. So if that happens, then Ayew's not so bad. There's always only fans if all else fails. Yes, that's true, Andy. That is very, very true, my friend. Cheers, Locks. I did a right pass what I needed to. Failed failed word literature, world literature. Yeah, I've never even heard of that. I mean, I know what it is, but I mean, it was never an option in my school. But who gives a toss? Yeah, exactly, mate. Well, that's what I'm trying to say, mate. The reason I didn't do very well in GCSEs is because I just hate school. I'm not dumb. If I really tried, I would have done well, I believe, but I just didn't really revise or anything, and I just thought, feck this, you know what I mean? I'll just, I'm sure there's other people in the chat as well who are the same. I was just like, feck this, I ain't letting a piece of paper decide, you know what I mean? So that's it, my friend. That's it. We've turned down the offer. Oh, sorry. First of all, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Dawn, thanks, by the way, for leaving comments and likes on my my own YouTube channel. Much appreciated. If anybody wants to check that out, it's Blue Tinted Glasses. You can Blue Tinted Glasses LCFC. But yeah, cheers, Dawn. She's everywhere I go, Dawn is. So thanks, Dawn. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed it. But more importantly, it's Thursday, which means I'm here. Leicester Fan TV. Hit like if you haven't. You still at the council locks. Different job there, mate. But yeah, still there. We have turned. You've got a good memory, Andy. How did you know that, mate? How did you know that? We have turned down the offer of signing Bayer Leverkusen defender in aim of signing a new forward. I don't think we need defenders. I really don't think we need defenders. We've got Fast, Vestergaard, Okoli, Nelson, Cody. That's more than enough at centre back. We've got Christensen and JJ who can play left back. We've got Ricardo and JJ who can play right back. So, and Brandon Cover, who's flutting around the under 21s and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't deal with that stuff, my friend. I get I get them as well, mate. So I don't deal with that type of stuff. Dawn says respect logs. Cheers, Dawn. Never took an exam, ain't done myself. Yeah, exactly, Mick. You know what I mean? Exactly. Why? Definitely not the answer. Desperate signing. Yeah, right, guys. For me personally, I'm not sure it's desperate from the club's part. And the reason I say that is because we've been linked with Jordan Ayew for the best part of 2 months. And you can't tell me 2 months ago we were desperate. So that's why I don't think it's coming from the desperate side. Oh, I forgot Luke Thomas. Sorry, Scott. It's an easy thing to forget because he's absolutely terrible. Yeah, so I don't think it's desperate because we've been linked with him for 2 months. I actually think it's probably just that Steve Cooper has identified a type of profile of a player, and that's what the recruitment team have come up with. I think he's probably looked similar to Decordova-Reid. I think he's probably looked at, he wants a versatile, experienced Premier League player, and that's what he's got with Jordan Ayew. He got 12 goals and assists in total, combined goals and assists last season. He's played over 230 games in the Premier League. He scored 37 goals and he's had 50 assists or maybe 20 assists. Something along those lines, guys. Something along those lines. Signing Ayew is not going to Cannon much hope of getting a game. Well, Andy, let me tell you this, my friend. Tom Cannon is out the door on loan for sure. That rhymed. I'm a poet, but don't you know it? I think I'm it, but I'm really shit. Sorry. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Yeah, Cannon's going to go to Sheffield United, in my opinion. I think he's going to go to Sheffield United. So make of that what you will. Is it because he's inexperienced? Is it because he's not very good at training? Is it because maybe... Well, yeah, it's going to be one of them two things, isn't it? Really, got to... Yeah, for sure. Sorry about that, guys. I know, Scott, but he's a pressing forward. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get some... And I've come unprepared, I believe. Actually, I might have something saved here. I do have something saved. Let me get this up right now for you guys. This is going to take like a minute less, 30 seconds while I bring this up. Is that the right one? Oh, that's not the right one, is it? Is that the right one? Nope. Yeah, I haven't got the right one. I'm going to play this video for a sec, guys. I'm not going anywhere. Just to give us a sec.
For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
There we go. I hope that was a nice little filler for you guys. Apologies for that. I was just loading up a photo to show you. So that's going to be right on your screen in just a second. It's going to give you a better understanding of what Jordan Ayew has been up to recently. Similar kind of player to Okazaki. Well, yeah, in a way, it will make sense what I'm about to say. I just rhymed again for some reason. Here it is. Here's the photo. This is Jordan Ayew compared to other attacking midfielders and wingers across, I don't know, the world, Europe. I don't think it's just the Premier League. Now, as you can see, his goal scoring is very bad, right, compared to others. But I think by looking at this graphic, you can quite clearly see that he is a specific profile. And let me tell you this. I'm not a scout. I've never been a scout. I don't profess to be a scout, but scouts don't just look at a player and go, he scored this many goals and this many assists, let's get him in. These are the types of statistics that scouts look at. And these are the types of statistics that are kind of collated when kind of giving a short list, I suppose, to a manager and getting his opinion on what type he wants. His goal scoring is poor, but his assists are in the green, if you like. 0.2 assists per 90. But then if you travel down there on the list, you've got the successful take-ons, which is 1.89 per 90, which I can't bring up on screen alongside, but compared to like McAteer, for example, I believe Ayew is higher. Again, other things not so great, but then you head down to the bottom stat. Now, I understand the Pep Guardiolas of today, maybe they don't really care about this, but you know, old school football fans will actually, and I know there's some old people in the chat. No offense. You'll appreciate a good old hard-working defensive forward. Yes, anyone under the age of 25, I'm 26, but anyone under the age of 26 probably doesn't even know what a defensive forward is. But a defensive forward is an actual thing. Trust me on this, by the way. I'm not joking. It's true. Tackles 2.3 per 90. That's 90. He's 95. He's in the top 95, or maybe that means the bottom 5%. But anyway, the top 5%, whatever, of tackles per 90. Interceptions, he's up there. Blocks, he's up there. Clearances, he's kind of mid. Aerials 1, he is up there. Although he's only 5'11", but he's strong and he's got a good jumping reach on him, right? So that there shows me the type of profile that Steve Cooper has clearly asked for. 100% undoubtedly in my mind. So I hope that offers a little bit of context. Yes, he doesn't score 20 goals a season, but he's a defensive forward. I sound like a tit saying that, but you know what I'm trying to say. A defensive forward is. I think this guy's a defensive forward, pressing forward. It's the same. In my mind, I'm thinking of the same bloody player here, Simon. Right, mate? I mean, you know what I'm trying to say here. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's an oxymoron, mate. Yeah, but it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Trust me on this. Pressing forward. Let's just call it a pressing forward then. Sorry, guys. Bloody hell. Don't come for me. I'm not Martin Glover, the recruitment guy. Just leave me alone. Tackles, interceptions, blocks, clearances, and aerials 1 all up there. So he's very capable of pressing and winning the ball high up the pitch. And I think that is a positive thing. And it probably, yeah, exactly, Matty. It's probably a thing that Steve Cooper's asked for. You've got to think maybe late on in a game, if we're 1-0 up, he might want to bring someone like that on to try and win the ball high up the pitch. Anyway, I've tried to defend Jordan Ayew there. But the fee is still inexcusable for me. 8 million quid. It's 5 million plus add-ons. 3 in add-ons, which means if we get relegated, it's going to be 5. If we stay up, it's going to be 8. Which I find a bit... Yeah, because if we go down, we've still paid 5 for him, and if we stay up, we've paid 8. None of them, you know what I mean? Yeah, you would have known if he's done more. So I'm still convinced it's a defensive forward. I get what the guy said. I can't remember who it was. Sorry, Simon. I get what he's saying. I think pressing forward and defensive forward are slightly different things. Yeah, I'm reading about a defensive forward. I'm right. Leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone. Anyway, so yeah, that's it really on Jordan Ayew. I think the fee is over the odds, but I think he will add something to the squad that we don't currently have. Aggie Frith says, what's the length of the deal? It's probably going to be 3 years, let's be honest. And I've seen someone say, "Why we should have only given him a 1-year deal." I think that's even worse because then you're paid £8 million for a 1 year. What's the point of that? At least we'll have him if we get relegated. And trust me on this, by the way, if we get relegated, he's probably going to be our best bloody striker. That's for sure, because we'll lose, what's his name? Well, Vardy will probably leave anyway. Mavididi will probably go somewhere. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Again, Javier, I'm seeing the Premier League experience said everywhere, but I think, again, it's because he is a different profile. It's a different profile of player. He offers something different. If you are 1-0 up in the last minute of the game, in the last few minutes, if you're under the cosh, who do you bring on? Mavididi or Jordan Ayew? For me, I would actually lean towards Jordan Ayew because of those stats, because of these stats you see at the bottom of the screen. If you need a goal, or maybe there's 20 minutes left, 30 minutes left, and you're 1-0 up, maybe you then do bring on a Mavididi for the pace, the counter. It's not Ed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys, by the way, we're signing another striker. We're signing another striker. Just calm it. All right. It's not over. It's not the end of the world. Trust me on this. If we end up the window with just Ayew in, I will be right there with you with pitchforks. But this is just an option that offers something different. Remember when we started the Premier League season with just Vardy and Okazaki starting the games, but then Ayew would come on sometimes? It's a different profile. It offers something different. I was very against the Steve Cooper signing appointment, but I was told by everyone, well, he's pragmatic. He's pragmatic. He's got a plan B. Jordan Ayew allows him to actually put that plan B into place. Come on, guys. I hope another striker comes in. We are just filling the squad out at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Let's all go out for Santi. Apparently, he's already said he wants Champions League football. That's what makes me think it's an okay signing. There will be a few more coming in. It's the same with the whole Skipp stuff. Right, I feel like cooking someone tonight. I feel like having a go at someone in the chat, because there will be someone in the chat. What is your problem with Oliver Skipp? I want to hear the beef for Oliver Skipp. You will have no idea how long I spent on Wednesday night or Tuesday night arguing with Reedy about why Oliver Skipp is a good signing for Leicester City. And he gave me the same old tripe. No offense, Reedy. Constantly. Well, Wilfred Ndidi's better. Oh, well, he's not very good. Oh, even Tottenham are getting rid of him. And yeah, right. I know exactly who you're on about. Manny, mate. Manny, yeah. That Manny guy. I need to find out who he is, where he lives, so I can speak to him. I appreciate all the people saying Skipp is a great signing. I agree, but there's people out there, trust me, who think it's terrible. Let me know. Tell me what is wrong with Oliver Skipp. Like, I just don't understand the moaning about Oliver Skipp. I really don't. You tell me how many defensive midfielders, English, at 23 years old, who have played 200 games in their career, that you could sign for less than 20 million. I'll sit here and I will wait. You will not be able to name me anyone, but people are moaning about the price. Come on. What? He's English. Who's full of rubbish? Who's full of rubbish? Who's full of rubbish? Name midfield for Saturday. Winks, Skipp, Buonanotte. Easy as that. Very simple. Has to be that. I think they think he's older than he is. Yeah, that was it as well, man. Listen to this, right? Listen to this. You think he's full of rubbish. Let me tell you this. The same people who are moaning about the Skipp money or the Skipp signing are the same people who think Okoli's a good signing because he's young. Guess what? Got news for you. They're the same bloody age, and Skipp's played 100 games more in the Premier League. And Skipp's never been relegated, unlike Okoli. And we only paid 5 million less for Okoli. Skipp will probably understand being Leicester captain. Yeah, I think he will be Leicester captain in the future, Matt. I don't think that's I think that's. I'm just saying, Jono, the English players are more expensive. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I've got your joke now for crying out loud. How much was Skip? 20 plus 5. 20 plus 5 and add-ons. Why are we a laughing stock? Tell me, Paul. I want to hear it. Yeah, Jermaine Genius available. Sorry, I'm getting on the defensive with Skip because I agree that there's a lot of things that we should be moaning about, but I do not think the Oliver Skipp signing is one of them. My headset just turned off. I don't need it anyway, I don't think. Do I need it? Maybe. Yeah, so that's the problem with the Skip moaning. I just think it's uncalled for, and I just think people are clouded by the judgment of how we've missed out on other targets up front, Zaha and Klozak and things like that. It's the Steve Cooper said it today, by the way, guys. Steve Cooper said today that it's just how the order of the signings has happened. If we'd have signed Zaha and Klozak last week and then we signed Skip, none of you would be moaning. None of you would be moaning, right? None of you. But because we've signed Skip first, that's why people are moaning. And it's poppycock. Poppycock. We should be moaning about £25 season ticket card physical costs. We should be moaning about the club wanting to charge £10 to watch Leicester versus Shrewsbury. They're the things we should be moaning about. Absolutely. I'm sure there's more, but I just can't think off the top of my head. Yeah. We should be moaning about the club breaching FFP despite selling Keane and Dewsbury Hall. By the way, guys, there's an exclusive for you, even though it's not an exclusive. We've still breached FFP for last year. And we sold Dewsbury Hall to try and comply. There's one for you. That's going to happen soon. Should be moaning about Rudkin and Whelan. Zaha was never going to come to City. Apart from overpaying by 8 million, Spurs got us with our pants down, I'm afraid, with Skip. How, though, Council? Tell me how, man. Tell me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it, man. I want to know why we've overpaid for Skip. I just can't understand. He's got 200 games at 23 years old. He's a traditional, old-school, ball-winning midfielder. He's better than Wilfred Ndidi. He's better than Wilfred Ndidi, I'm telling you. I just think we're moaning at the wrong thing here, mate. I really do. This isn't the thing to be moaning about. We have things to moan about. This is not one of them. This is not one of them. Skip is a good player. I saw somebody say yesterday, why should we sign Skip? Even Tottenham, he warms the bench for Tottenham. Like, it's Tottenham. Where do you think we are as a club? I think people think we're still top 6, competing for top 6. We're that bad. We're not. Skip is better than Wilf and Hamza and Samari. He is better than them. Every single one of them. We are still getting a striker. What's the problem? We're signing a striker and we also signed Skip. Nick, the question, mate, is if we'd already signed a striker and then we signed Skip, would you care? I don't think you would. And we nearly signed Wilfred Zaha and closed that last week, but it never happened. So now we've signed Skip. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to explain, like, the reasons people are given are just silly. Saying, well, we can't sign him because the priority is him. No, but we've improved the CDMs, Nick. We've improved it. We've improved the CDMs, and we're also getting the other positions that you're talking about. What would you, if someone said to you at the start of the window, right, we're going to sign a striker, mate. Should we sign a CDM as well? Would you say yes or no? You'd say yes. All it is that we've just done it in the wrong order because the Klozek and Zaha deal fell through. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to understand and trying to get my logic through to people. From Buonanotte, the number 10 that we've just signed, from the other number 10 that Cooper has said that he's confident we're going to sign, mate. This also allows Winks to get a bit high. Sorry, it allows Winks to get a bit higher as well. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. If we'd already signed the striker and the attacking midfielder, nobody would care that we've signed Winks. But because we've done Winks first, people are bothered. And it's so silly. Listen, Nick, if come the end of the transfer window, if we come to the end of the transfer window and we've only signed Skipp and Ayew, I will join you with the pitchfork, mate. I will join you with the pitchfork if we've only signed Skipp and Ayew. But we have 10 days left of the window. We're being told by the club that we will sign another couple of attackers. And if that is the case, Skipp has improved our team. So what is the problem? Yeah, exactly. And he's 23 years old as well. It's not like we've just given a 30-year-old a 5-year contract. We've given a 23-year-old a 5-year contract. So it's, it's sound. I disagree. I hear what you're saying, Craig. The only reason I disagree is because we've been linked with Ayew for 2 months, right? For 2 months. And as I've shown a couple of times already, you can see here that Jordan Ayew is a different type of player. He's a different profile. He offers different things. He's more of a kind of a presser, as you can see from the bottom load of stats. So that's why I think Cooper has identified a type of player he wants as an option up top. And that is why we've gone for Jordan Ayew. We've not signed Jordan Ayew to be a goal scorer, in my opinion. Again, Chester, though, mate, we're being told that we're signing players as well as Skipp. So this is the problem. Like, if the window had just shut and we'd only just if the window had just shut and we spent all our budget on Skipp and then we didn't sign anyone else, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. But that's not the case yet. But Nick, again, mate, we're still going to buy those players. All right, last question on Skipp. Last question for you, Nick. This is for Nick and anyone else in the chat. Last question. Nick Moore, if we sign a striker that is good enough to start for us and another number 10, either for depth or to start or, compete with Buonanotte, if we sign 2 of them, so a 10 and a striker that really do improve us, will you then be happy with the Skipp signing? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. I expect a new striker by the end of the window. Right, we're going to move on now quickly because I've been going on about this for a long, long time. So let's talk about Fulham. Actually, I'll wait for Nick's response first because otherwise I'm going to be flitting and fluttering. Let's get some of the comments. You think we didn't need to sign him to be a goal scorer? He's a striker. Keith. Keith, we haven't signed Jordan Ayew to be you know what? I'm done. I'm honestly, I can't. Sorry, guys, if I'm being over the top, right? But like, we moan when we do spend money and we moan when we don't. You know what I mean? I can't. There's no. That's how it feels, man. If I'm honest with you, we moan when we spend, we moan when we don't. So what happened? If we spend 30 million, what do you want us to do, Nick? Do you want us to spend 30 million on a striker, or do you want us to be reserved because of FFP? You tell me. For the next one. Back to this one, Keith. Yeah, you think we didn't sign him to be a goal scorer? No, we want him to score goals. Of course we do, but that is not the only reason why we've signed him. We've signed him because he's a different type of player to our current forwards. You think Fatu is going to be having pressing stats like that at the top? Yeah. Look at the bottom. You see those stats at the bottom, right? You think Abdul Fattah is going to have them type of stats? Not a chance in hell. Anyway. Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't get it. There's some things I agree with people being sad about and moaning about, but I don't see how improving the squad is one of them. Because Stephen Borson, football finance expert on TalkSport yesterday, said that we're going to break. We breached for last year, which is crazy. I agree with you, Nick, mate. But if you don't spend, you don't get. if we don't spend the money and we get relegated, we're going to breach again anyway, because we've been relegated and we lose out on all that money. You hear what I'm saying? So the main thing is staying in the Premier League, and then you need to build from there, really, I think, in my opinion. But he's signing. We are where we are. Let's just enjoy the fact we are the Premier League. Our team isn't that bad when you look at it. We just need to bang our heads together and face the campaign together. And the second half against Spurs was a very encouraging sign. If we sign attacking players, and Skipp is a top sign, and absolutely, Chester, mate, absolutely. Borson hates us. Talks about, mate. If I'm going to be honest with you, every single club fans I see on Twitter saying Borson hates us. No, he doesn't hate anyone. He's just very honest and frank with it. He doesn't hate us. I've had a chat with him before. He doesn't hate us. To be fair, I'm happy with the Cooper regime. Hopefully, he makes us more defensively stronger, as we have seen. He still allows great passage of play. And I think we were strong in defense against Spurs. I really do. I think we were good against Spurs defensively. We conceded the 1 goal, but it could have been a lot worse than that. What strikers are available, and who do you want up top? Well, the dream would be Santiago Jimenez. It's not going to happen. He wants Champions League football. He's from Feyenoord. That ain't going to happen. And then you've got to just start working your way down the list, really. You've got the Fotis Ioannis from Panathinaikos in Greece. He's linked. He looks okay. He looks quite good. But again, does he want to come? It's hard to tell. After that, I still think Zaha was going to be signed as a striker. But after those options, it goes downhill, I think. I focused on the first half and the second half. I thought the first half was good defensively because we actually kept them out more than once. The second half was much better as well, offensively. I reckon we'll end up with Fofana. Yeah, you know what, Ben? I've got a feeling I agree with you, mate. All right, Fulham, quickly, let's get on to it. Let me know in the comments what you think going into Fulham. So, what changes would you make? For me, Skipp in for Ndidi. And it's a tough one with Decordova-Reid and Mavididi. Maybe Mavididi comes in for Decordova-Reid. But I've got a feeling Cooper might stick with Decordova-Reid just because it was a good result. And it was, I think he offers more balance. Nick, we're signing a bloody striker, mate. I think Decordova-Reid offers a bit more balance, if I'm honest. However, Mavididi, obviously, we've seen him before. He can be explosive on the break. He can create moments of magic. So he might opt for him. But I think it will be exactly the same as the Spurs game, but Oliver Skipp will come in. I think Ndidi struggled in the first half when he had the ball. To be honest with you, I think Buonanotte was the only player for us in the first half that actually was actually able to do something with the ball when he won it back without giving it away. And Ndidi really struggled. And Rob Tanner's been speaking today as well, saying that Skipp offers a bit more comfort on the ball. He's able to distribute it more quickly. I've been saying this for the last few days, to be honest with you, to Reedy. And he's a traditional ball-winning midfielder. So I think it will be Skipp. I think it's a no-brainer for me. I think Skipp will start actually over Ndidi. And I think Ndidi will struggle to actually get a game after that, starting anyway. But yeah, anyone else who comes in for you guys, let me know. Somebody left a comment here saying Mavididi in for Bobby. Definitely. It's against his former club as well, Matty. So maybe they'll put him in and see if he can cause a bit of an upset. Chile should be welcome back, no question. Absolute quality for us and can still do a job for us. He's better than us at the minute, Councillor. Like he's all round, he's better than Victor Christensen. But two things. Number one, Victor Christensen's still young, he'll grow. And number two, he's a right knob, which he is. He's a real right knob, Chilwell is. Too injury prone. How has the chat just gone all Chilwell all of a sudden? Did somebody ask a question? Who left that comment? Somebody started this. Who started this chat? I hope it was you, Councillor, wasn't it? I hope we put a loan bid in for Chile. Come on, you're causing a civil war in the bloody chat, Councillor. Yeah, probably. Cannon for Vardy. Boom. Cannon is going to be gone, man. Tom Cannon's going to be on loan to Sheffield United in the next couple of days, I fear. Chilwers. No thanks, Isabel. Yeah, absolutely. No loyalty in football, especially for mercenary players. Jamie Vardy, is he the most loyal player ever? Should have kept Iheanacho. See, that I will agree with. I probably would have rather just keep Iheanacho than spend £8 million on Jordan Ayew. Yeah. Forget Chilwell. Yeah, I agree, Stephen. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. Right, we're coming towards the end of the show. I want you to all put your score predictions in the chat. Let me know your score predictions for Leicester Fulham. Also tell me what the first goal scorer will be, who the first goal scorer will be. Please do that. Start flooding the chat right now with the score prediction for Fulham and the first goal scorer. I'm waiting. You're not quick enough, guys. Come on. Doesn't take much thinking. Come on. Here we go. Nick Moore, 1-0, Leicester, Vardy. Yeah, man. It just makes me laugh. It's funny though, Carl, to be fair, because it's the kind of negativity I come out with, mate. So I think Fulham will be tougher, to be honest with you. I think Fulham will be tougher than the Spurs game. We lost 5 or 4 the last time we played there, and Steve Cooper got battered 5-0 the last time he was there. Robert Cardozo 3-1, Bubba 2-1 with Facundo scoring. Javier Gomez 1-1. Ben Wesley. Sorry, Ben, mate, and tell me what it happened. 3-1 Fulham, unfortunately, Smith Rowe. 2-1 Fulham to be realistic. I just want to see a good performance. Absolutely agree with you. 1-1 Reed, 1-1 Vardy. How about Sterling? We ain't getting Sterling, mate. 2-1 City, Abdul. Don't see us winning, to be honest. But lots of goals, 2-2. Councillor says we're going to lose 2-0 or win 2-0. If we're the away team, it's 2-0 to us, right? Or do you just mean we're going to lose 2-0? Craig says 2-1 Leicester. Now the chat's going on to Sterling. I cannot control the chat. I cannot control it, man. Honestly. You guys have got a mind of your own today. Foxy 2-2. Christensen won't play against Adama Traore. I think he bloody will. It's better than JJ or Luke Thomas, I think. 2-2, yeah, Foxy said. Cooper 1-1 away game with fun. I'm going to end the show on that, guys. I'm going to end the show on that. Cooper 1-1 away game with Forest. Thanks to everyone who's watched. By the way, there are 224 people watching. If you can all hit a like. And I'll tell you what would be an even bigger thing to make me happy. If you could all as well take a look at my YouTube channel, Blue Tinted Glasses LCFC, and drop me a subscribe on there. But more importantly, hit a like on this video, hit subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be back on Sunday. No, we're not. We're going to be back on Saturday. Well, I think someone may be doing a watch along. The game the game on cheers, Ben, by the way. Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. Yeah, but yeah, there we go, guys. If you want to see a great video on Oliver Skipp, then check out the channel, Blue Tinted Glasses. Imtiaz, I ain't seen you in a long time, mate. Are we linked to any of the strikers and Ayew? Yeah, absolutely. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Hit a like on the video, hit subscribe. We'll be back for sure on Sunday at 9:30 with Jamie from the Fox's Arms for his Aftermath show. I know you'll all be there. And then on Saturday, we've actually obviously got the game. So I don't know if there's a watch along or something else or whatever. Yeah, there'll be something going on. So if we win 4-0, I'll go live. How about that? There's a promise for you. Thanks again for everyone watching. Hope you have a lovely evening. Have a nice weekend as well. Hope the Foxes win on Saturday. And as always, come on, you Foxes. Come on.
For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.